It's going to be a late night, Dane.
It's midnight already.
It's 11:09, and now it's 11:10. It's still 11:09. Yeah, we are recording late tonight. Oh, well, listen for it. There it is. Diet Coke to keep you awake.
Yeah, it is. I'm a suburban white mom.
Yeah, he is. Quick question of the Dane. Who is the best thing to ever happen to country?
Who's the best thing?
Yeah.
George Strait.
No, Post Malone. He dropped another country song.
Absolutely
and he has a
not.
great line, and it's called Pour Me a Drink featuring Blake Shelton, and he said near the beginning, he's like, Dallas dropped another game in overtime, and that just related to me, and I'm assuming it relates to you very well.
Well, Dallas didn't lose in overtime this year. The Cowboys didn't.
Yeah.
The Mavericks didn't.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
it's the Stars.
He had a Cowboys jersey on, though,
Okay.
so I'm assuming he meant it's just agonizing defeat over and over and over, but that's why he wants someone to pour him a drink.
I get
so
that.
He can forget the pain, you know?
Yeah, pouring myself a drink to forget the pain of the Cowboys is always an idea.
Yeah. So he has a new album coming out pretty soon, so that'll be cool. But anyway, this is episode 78 of the Until Next Week podcast. I always feel like I'm speaking a million words a minute during that, and I don't.
You got to match the flow.
I know, but it's aggressive at times.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Whenever you're there, though.
I know. And that's why I just need Post Malone to pour me a drink of something sweet that's not alcoholic, because we're going to do a most refreshing drinks draft.
Oh, wow.
Later in this episode. Did you see how I meshed those together?
I was going to bring it up if you didn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So that will be a fun time later on in the episode. But yeah, I actually do enjoy Post Malone singing the country music songs nowadays.
I despise it.
He flows pretty well. I just kind of like him as an artist in general and like a person, because he just seems like a chill dude.
Maybe.
I don't know if
you have to be if you have face tattoos.
That is, yeah. If you were too aggressive, you might not make it too long.
No, people wouldn't like you.
He's a big Olive Garden fan.
Is he?
Just throwing that out there. He was on with Jimmy Fallon like a few years ago, and they went to Olive Garden, and they're like, yeah, everything's free. You just get breadsticks, and then you get salad, and then they brought out like a giant trash can full of croutons, and it was pretty sweet.
A trash can of croutons.
It was like, look, it's everything. You don't have to pay for anything here. Like it was pretty cool.
That's true, but I don't want my croutons in the trash can.
Yeah. I think it was actually a giant basket, but just to give you the size reference. Hey, if anyone wants to make us TikTok or Instagram clips, hit us up. We won't pay you, but we can shout you out quite a bit.
We'll give you anything you want.
We've been putting out a lot of content lately, and don't have. The person who usually makes these clips for us is very busy nowadays, so there is a slight delay. So if you want to...
He's been arrested.
He got arrested. That was it. I'm sorry. It was Morgan Wallen. He threw another chair off his bar. So
you have to at some point. You got to spice it up a little bit.
I mean, someone poured him plenty of drinks. So we're still on the road to 500,000 5-star reviews. I think
5-star Moose.
Yeah, 5-star Moose. We're also only 6 followers away from 100 on Spotify. So if you haven't,
that's pretty cool.
I know, that is pretty cool. It went up like a few this past week. So if you want to be a part of getting us to 100 followers on Spotify, go hit that button, And if you haven't left us a 5-star review yet, do that as well. That'll be pretty cool. And if you're an Apple user, because I mean, so many of you are.
Smart people are.
But not all Apple Music people. Like they use Spotify on their iPhones.
Yeah. Don't use Apple Music. That's lame.
But if you do, you can leave us a written review as well, and we'll read that on the podcast. So just giving you plenty of options out there. If you don't have it, but you know someone who does, steal their phone and leave us a review. But it has to be 5 stars, and then we'll read it off.
Or DMS on Instagram.
DMS. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, DMS. I think we should get into some updates from this week. What do you think?
You should go first, because mine flows into my grinding my gears.
Usually mine does the same, but this time it doesn't as much. I think this week was pretty much very similar to last week. We had Wiffle Ball again.
Oh.
I mentioned last week we had, it was part of my grind to my gears, I believe, because we did not play very well. And this was our redemption week. Or so we thought.
Oh no.
We played out. So with this Wiffle Ball league that's downtown Springfield, Missouri, they have some games that are like on the grass at like this bar. They have like a big field behind it. And the other games are in the middle of like our downtown square.
Why?
That's a great question. It's more entertaining there because we have a variety of fans who like to heckle us.
Can you describe it to the people who don't live here? Homeless people are down there all the time, and they're causing a ruckus.
They were heckling us so bad. Just like, hey, hey, swing. I'm like, stop. We're just trying to focus on something important, which is our downtown wiffle ball league. This is all we got going for us right now. But it does make for an interesting environment for sure. Because again, like it's literally called the Square because it's like like a roundabout sort of.
I can tell you why it's called the Square.
I don't know if we want to go down this route because I feel like it's probably
it's racist.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it hasn't aged. It's aged better, but it wasn't good back in the day. We'll just put it that way.
People weren't killed there.
No. Yeah. Okay. So this wiffle ball league, pretty cool. Gosh,
unbelievable.
You're the one who brought it up.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's unbelievable for me.
It's like 5-inning games. I'm the pitcher. The first few innings, we were up 1-0, looking pretty good. Then we got in the 4th inning, and it started to go downhill pretty quickly.
Just like the Cardinals.
Yeah. They've been playing better. Yeah. They're over 500.
They have a good record, actually.
Yeah, they've been looking pretty good. Got some guys coming back from injuries pretty soon, hopefully. But this 4th inning in particular.
What's on your shirt?
It's for people who are not viewing this episode because we don't have it where you can view it. So that's everybody. It's a bear, like a cartoon bear with grapes in his mouth. And do you want to guess what it means? You're supposed to bear fruit. Oh, get it?
I could have had 100 guesses and not gotten it.
Yeah, this was really big, like early 2010s, especially like with Lecrae and like those kind of rappers. It was a brand that they wore a lot of, and I thought it was so cool. So I got this shirt back in the day. And people are always like, what is it? And I say bear fruit, and they're like, oh, I get it now. That's cool. Back to wiffle ball. Yeah, I started walking some guys, and then when you're walking people, you just wanted some help from your friends or from your fielders. And I was not getting that in particular. We were down one fielder who did not show up this week. So there's like a pop fly that was not caught.
Typical.
If we would have had the 4th fielder, they would have caught it. So there was a couple grounders that were misplayed. Therefore, there were errors.
Is it barehanded, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's wiffle ball. It's not too hard.
Yeah.
But it went downhill. They got 5 runs that inning. It was 5-1. Then we had one more chance to try to score and win. We got 2 more runs in that inning, and then we lost. It kind of stunk. I hit okay. I was a little disappointed at one time because I hit a bomb down left field. But they have very weird lines that at the very end, yeah, they have them like taped.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're curved a little weird. And this would have, if there's a foul pole, it would have been fair before it landed. But however it landed and then kind of rolled foul, they're like, oh, there's a foul ball. I'm like, just give it to me. That is so dumb. And then I think I got out right afterwards. I'm like, this is just really unfortunate. So we end up losing 5-3. We're 0-2 on the season. I don't get to play again for a month.
Wow. You got suspended for a month because of that?
That's what it was. Or I'm going to be out of town for work, and then I'm on vacation, and then we have a bye week, and then I'm out again for work.
You should have broke the bat.
But no, it was PED testing. I got caught.
That's it.
Yeah.
You were doping.
Obviously, it didn't help too much as we lost.
You're very strong.
Yeah, thank you.
I played against you in basketball tonight.
Stop. What?
Playing against you in basketball tonight taught me that.
Yeah, hey, I'm assuming that's one of your. We'll get into that a little bit later. We can let that be your update as well if you want.
All right.
Okay. Also played pickleball again this week without Dane because he had to get his port taken out and had surgery. It was like, I'm not supposed to do anything for a couple of days. I'm like, you're pretty selfish right now.
It was.
So I end up playing. It's always awkward going by yourself to pickleball because I just kind of stood there and looked at my phone for a long time, and I'm like, this won't work very well if I want to play.
True.
But luckily, Ricky was there. And as soon as he finished his game out there, he came over, and we're like, yeah, let's all play. And of course, there's only 3 of us, so we had to pick up a 4th person, but at least I had someone to kind of be in my corner.
So true.
Because it's a little awkward otherwise trying to jump in games.
Trying to figure it out.
Played for like 2.5 hours. Played pretty good overall. Ricky left after like 45 minutes of playing. I think he was just kind of tired of me.
Whatever.
Then I played with one of his friends, which I'm going blank on his name. And I don't think you know who it is either. So this doesn't make for a great story, but we teamed up and played quite a bit. We played some really good teams. we were good when we were on, but there were some times where he might not have been taking it seriously.
So you cheated on me.
I didn't want you to find out this way.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from stupid
Not
town?
even the right one.
I wanted to press a blue one.
I think this one.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That would have worked better
They both
in that
apply.
scenario. Yeah, I mean, either or, you can use them both. So, yes, I did cheat on you, but I want to play pickleball with you again sometime in the future because if we're ever going to win a tournament, we got to have that chemistry together.
You going to be here this Thursday?
No, I just told you I'm going to be out of town.
Unbelievable.
You already knew this. I told you last week after the tournament when you're like, hey, in 2 weeks we should play again. I'm like, I'm going to be gone.
I'm going to ask Ricky to play.
Do you think you'll win?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, they said the regulars are going to come back, so
I
have no idea.
It could be a intermediate tournament for you.
No, absolutely not. We're going for the gold.
But you could win. I think the intermediate team won $40. So I mean that's something.
I want $1 million in cash.
Well, the winner of the Vance got $100.
$200 in cash.
Oh, okay. Well, they would need some more teams to enter. But yeah, pickleball was pretty fun as well. Summer pickleball is just different. It's so much better outdoors than it is indoors, and it's summer's awesome. That's all I really got to say there.
Yeah.
The only other thing, because staying on that athletic type mindset, last night, I believe, we had softball games, like slow pitch softball. You throw underhand and then you hit it.
I remember you didn't want to play pickleball last time because of this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, were you going to play or were you just going to watch?
Pickleball? I was probably going to play.
Okay. But I probably would have done that, but I didn't know about it until after I said I would be at softball.
Honestly, it was smarter for me not to. I went on a run instead. And it felt a little weird, but it's okay.
You can let us know a little more here shortly.
We're figuring it out.
If you want, yeah. But with this softball, we have like one guys game and then we have like one co-ed game where it's like guys and girls. And the guys game, I actually felt pretty good. I had not hit a home run in quite a long time. And my first at bat, I hit this like a nice line drive to right field. And then second at bat, I hit a home run to opposite field. And like everybody, I think, was kind of surprised. And it's always nice when you hit the ball and you hear the other team like scream something. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like, yeah, I hit that well. So
Drats.
that was pretty fun. And then we end up losing that game because my team needs some help.
Shucksy doodles.
Yeah, but then we had the co-ed game, which should always be like no drama, right?
Because does Lauren know about this?
She also is on a co-ed team.
Not your co-ed team.
We will play against each other at one point.
Unbelievable.
So I'm going to make sure she's in the outfielder so I don't smoke her with a ball and kill her on the spot.
Assert your dominance.
I don't like playing infield very much. It can get sketchy. I'll
play infield.
It gets, if I would have hit you in the port, you would have died. Yeah. I mean, it's coming off the bat 80, 90 miles an hour.
When in Rome.
Oh, okay.
Let me play.
But yeah, with the co-ed team, I think there was 5 girls, like 5 guys who kind of mix in and out. And usually both teams are supposed to be like this, but for whatever reason, this other random team only had like 3 girls, which you're not supposed to do because then you have multiple guys in a row. And
because girls are people too.
Guys are physically, naturally stronger, which is why they require it to be guy, girl, and not guy. Here's one of our girls, guy. Oh, we have and one more. Okay, and that was a little annoying because it's.
You're just a chauvinistic pig.
That's what. Yep, you're right. You're right. But they were not a good team. But for some reason, we were just trying to do everything in our power to lose. Like it was pretty embarrassing. I wasn't hitting as well as I wanted to that second game. I hit one hard line drive that I thought would go out, but it died. And I'm like, why did that happen? And then I came up to bat later. It was bases loaded. Yeah. And of course, the third base coach is like, get something to swing at. I'm like, don't tell me to do that because now I'm going to do the opposite and pop the ball straight up.
How about I know how to hit a ball?
I know. So that was a little disappointing. So we're still behind. And then we went into like the last inning and we did have a lead and we blew it, obviously. So we had to go to extra innings. And extra innings, the other team got like 5 runs, which was annoying. And I was not going to bat for a while when it came back to the bottom of the inning. So we got to the bottom of the inning and we started getting some hits. We started kind of moving people over and then it was 1 out, person on first and second. I came up to bat and I'm like, just don't pop up. Just don't pop up. Just don't pop up. And dang it, I did not pop up. I hit a line drive right over the center fielder's head. Nice. And then one of the people we had filling our team, one of the females, almost got into a fight with the other team. And I'm like, this is not good. Like one of our other girls had to literally physically hold her back because she was screaming at these people because they weren't very nice, the other team. They were, I think, said some choice things and were just taking co-ed softball a little too seriously.
The way
our team was not happy with them, and she was definitely not happy. And I was kind of scared of her, so I walked away. But we did win, so that was what is most important. And we built friendships. Well, not really.
Yes and no.
No. But that was pretty much all my main updates for the week.
Well, you defeat people who are behaving like that by winning.
Do you use a sword for that or a knife?
Yes.
To defeat them?
Winning
take off
cures
their feet.
All.
You defeat them. And said...
No.
Okay,
no.
Sorry.
Unbelievable.
I was like, it's a bad joke, but at least acknowledge it.
That's it. We're not talking about jokes.
One other thing with softball. So our games are at 8:20 and 9:20. I had a brilliant idea. Hey, I should drink an energy drink right before the 8:20 game, which...
Typical Samuel
caffeine
move.
Doesn't exactly get out of your system super quick, but I felt great for those 2 games. And I also felt great at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And it was a Thursday. So I'm currently running on like 4 hours of sleep, but somehow I'm still kicking, screaming.
Typical Samuel behavior.
Yeah. So I'm not casually, I don't even know. It was a long day.
Tie too.
Yeah. But hey, we're recording the pod. You have some updates. Let us know what's happening in the life of Dane.
This was a big week for Dane.
What happened?
So
pregnant?
You even put like some of them on here. You were
because you were so late today. You
have no proof of that.
For once, I know. Usually I'm late, but this time we had it pretty online. Like, hey, we're both going to leave this event that you're going to discuss, and you're going to head home. You said maybe take a shower and then get over here. So it's like, okay, I'll take my time a little bit. I got here, set up everything, wrote down everything that I needed to. I even wrote down some of the notes for what Dane would talk about. And then I was like, where is he? It's been like an hour. So eventually I called and you're like, just left. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, do you want to record tomorrow? I'm like, no, because you said before you couldn't record tomorrow, which is why we're here tonight.
Well, Samuel, I have a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Were you talking to just missions every which way?
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a pretty girl.
Oh, okay. How did that go?
To be determined.
Okay. Because you keep on talking about all your missions and stuff, but at this point, I'm starting to think it's Mission Impossible.
Yeah, that's just my life. My whole life theme is Mission Impossible.
Yeah, but you keep coming back for more.
Am I going to live? Maybe.
I mean, but you're looking pretty good.
Yeah. Am I going to get a job? Maybe. Am I going to get a girlfriend? Less likely, but maybe.
I mean, you could go back what they did in the olden days.
Arranged marriage sounds fantastic.
I mean, that JP Pecluda all over it.
Okay.
Like he's like, yeah, we have one arranged marriage that's worked so far, or at least it's currently working.
Right. That's the hard part about marriage is like you can say it's worked, but it's like, okay, until one of them dies, like, is it just working?
Yeah.
That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's the same idea. Like, are you ever truly living?
Right.
Because you're always closer to death.
Yeah. I don't know.
So that was your encouraging word of the day.
That's Samuel's manifesto.
Yeah.
I quit my job this week.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
Way to go.
So I didn't quit it last week because I had to get insurance settled out, right?
Yeah, that's probably important because you do have some issues.
All of the
red hair.
Well, yeah. So then last week I was like, man, I can't be the only person who's ever had this problem. And I explained this kind of last week.
You actually are.
No. Did we record on Friday last week?
Because
if we did,
yes,
okay.
Or Friday.
Okay, but not Saturday.
Not Saturday.
Okay.
I think it was Saturday. I think I went to Silver Dollar City that day and we recorded after.
Okay.
So it was Saturday.
Well, then I would have told the story about how I ran into our HR lady at the coffee shop.
Yep, you did bring that up.
So, yeah, okay.
And then you're like, we'll
something
probably like God's plan, something or another, or something, yes.
Not exactly, but they listed several ways of which they thought I would get insurance.
Yeah.
And so, Monday,
you quit your job without any more information.
No, I was like, okay, there seems to be several avenues of getting insurance.
Yeah.
Worst of which, I already knew I could do this one program called Cobra where you can keep your insurance for however long you want. You just got to pay a premium rate. So I'm like, okay, I'll be covered somehow, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So then I go in there Monday and I'm like, oh boy, this is it. I turned to the two dudes who are on the inside and know that I'm going to quit. They just don't know when. And I said, guys, we need to go see our boss.
Oh,
and
no.
They go, now? And I go, now. We have a 9:00 meeting. We need to do this before the 9 a.m. meeting.
Wait, you're all quitting?
No, they just wanted to be there.
Oh. I got to stop by the snack machine first, get some popcorn, you know?
No, and so there's 5 people on my team total, including myself. And then the 4 people, 2 of them knew about it. And I was like, guys, it's about to go down. And so they're
my word.
They're like, now? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, let's get everybody. So they called the girls that are our team. They're like, hey, we got to go see our boss right now. And they're like,
do they know about it?
no, they didn't at the time.
Oh, my word.
They were like, Dane, is this some BS? Do we really need to go see our boss? I was like, no, for real. Like, we need to go. They're like, no, this is going to be stupid. And then one of the dudes goes, no, I promise this is pretty important. And then they're like, okay, fine. So we go into our boss's office, and she's sitting there typing on her computer. And I said, hold on, I'm trying to think if I can say her name.
Don't say her name.
Okay.
Megan.
Jackie.
Okay, Jackie.
Jackie, go ahead and sit down.
She was already sitting.
She was already sitting.
Yeah.
And she goes, what do you want? And I said, well, I need to tell you something. And I sat down in one of the chairs across from her desk.
Yeah.
And I said, at a point in everybody's life, they must emerge from the nest like a beautiful butterfly, mixed metaphors, and like a beautiful butterfly, and majestically flow into the world. And she goes, will you ever get some work done? And I said,
no.
I said, no, this is important. And she goes, is it? And I go, yeah, I'm quitting.
You are wild.
And she
You
goes,
are wild.
she goes, no, you're not. And I go, yeah, I am. And she looks at the 2 dudes and goes, is he quitting? And they go, yeah. And they go, well, then she goes, well, I need to talk to you alone then. I said,
Oh, my word.
I said,
That
all
is...
What?
It sounds like something that would be like on The Office or Parks and Rec. That is not... I've never heard of something that crazy. Like, everybody got to watch this. And then she doesn't even take you seriously.
Oh, I can get away with whatever I want. I'm the personality hire.
Oh, man. That's wild. Okay,
So they leave the room. And then she goes, are you really quitting? And I said, yeah. And she goes, you're putting in 2 weeks? And I go, yeah. And I go, this place is horrible. And she goes, well, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? And I was like, oh, I'm going to go work for my church. And she goes, okay, well, I know you've talked about wanting to do that for a long time. And I go, yeah, literally 2 years. And she goes, yeah, so that's cool. And so then for the next...
You're like, hey, I still need some ministry support, so here's my link.
Yeah, here's my link.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't say that. And so for the next hour, I laid out how our leadership has failed us and how we need to restructure.
Did you call out her? Is she doing okay?
No, I said, it's not your fault because you've been put in a tough position, but here's where me and my team have struggled immensely in these areas. And then I laid that all out. And then I said, also, we need to restructure
the payment.
Yeah, our payment structure. I said, or we need to create buy-in from us. Everybody else is on a commission basis here, but we're not. And by not putting us on that, we see what other drivers and account managers are making. They're making.
I still don't get why drivers get commission.
The top driver is making $109,000 a year.
That makes no sense. They literally just drive. You're the one doing the sales, right?
I run the sales. I come up with a game plan. I tell them what exactly to put where and when and everything.
Why do they get commission?
They just do manual labor.
That's like...
I've
never worked like in a food job, but that's like sharing the tips where like the waiter does everything and then you give the tips to the people cooking the food in the back.
Yeah.
Like, again, some people might hate me for saying that, but I feel like it's similar where like the person who's truly earning the tip is then sharing it with our people. But you are doing all that, but then you don't get anything and it's all going to them.
Yeah. So I tell my bosses this. I said, my incentive is to lose accounts because I get the same pay the same pay for less work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's my incentive. I was like, tell me one good incentive for why I should had to have more accounts.
Because you can't get any more like promotions really, right?
No. So that's the other thing is we've tried over and over and over. We've asked our bosses, what do we need to do to get promoted? And then they'll set out this whole thing and then just change the goals or change their like definition of, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Or they'll make it so unrealistic that you don't even try.
Yeah.
And then also only one person on my team can get to a position promoted. So it's like, what does that mean for the rest of the people? Then they gave it to somebody else who's not even one of us. It was just somebody else. They tacked it onto her job.
That's annoying.
It's super annoying.
Man, you should quit.
Oh, well, yeah. And so that's what we've been dealing with this whole time, on top of other things, being disrespected, all this stuff. And then I'm like, there's no point. This is the hamster wheel that we're going nowhere. And I'm like, I'm making $35,000 a year, and the top driver's making 109, and I'm coming up with a whole game
You're
plan.
saying one of me or a third of me is worth three of me is worth one of him?
More than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's ridiculous. And like, drivers get 6 to 9% commission. So what does that tell you how much that route's making?
That's wild.
Yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. And so I was like, these are all problems. And I was like, we need to like restructure our system and our payment for my team. So that way we can like create buy-in. Like I don't care. Like I'll work later if I have commission. I'll actually care about my accounts. That right now I just do enough to get you guys off my back.
Yeah. And that's like one of the biggest issues with like salaried positions. It's like just do enough to stay hired. If you have no incentive to get promoted or get a commission or whatever else, like that's why people just don't care.
I've been banging this drum for years at my job, and they just go,
"Wait, I'm confused. What are you doing?
What do you mean? Are banging a drum? Like,
yeah,
literally?
I thought you worked at like a food company.
Whoa.
When did you start working?
I work at
Chuck E. Cheese's. We talked
Chuck
about.
E. Cheese, yeah.
Yeah. When did you start? You're in the band.
Yeah.
At Chuck E. Cheese's. That's pretty cool.
Didn't trust me with the electric guitar because my port, strap over it doesn't work. And
oh man,
you need to be free flowing. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, quit my job. And this was over an hour. I said, so restructure our pay scale and restructure like our leadership and get clear leadership, because we have like 4 different people telling us what they're doing. They all contradict each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this doesn't make sense, guys.
Sounds like the U.S. government.
Yeah. Well, and then they moved us to a suburb outside of Springfield. So my drive turned from like 10 minutes into like 35 minutes.
See, that's why I don't understand why you don't get commission, because you're basically a driver at that point.
Oh, yeah. I'm a driver. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot of stuff. But so that was quitting.
Okay. Way to go.
Yeah, I know, right? And then
you should have been like, I'm going full-time podcasting. You can hear about me quitting for the past 6 months on here.
That's great.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my last day will be June 28th, which is great. Because that's the other thing is I got notified this week that the Christian Healthcare Ministries, I think is what it's called, through Hill City is going to cover me fully and starting on July 1st.
Oh, it's like a Christian healthcare thing?
Yeah.
That's better then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not necessarily better, but that's better on their part that they're covering you.
Yeah.
Especially if they're like Christian based. Like, nah,
you're too high risk.
Yeah.
I was talking to our pastor tonight, and he goes, yeah, dude, I was really like wondering like what they would want to do with you. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably the first person at Hill City that's ever had cancer.
Stage 4 cancer.
Yeah. It's just like, well, shoot, hopefully this works. And
yeah.
So, but yeah, they approved me. They said it's going to start July 1st. I'm like, that's fantastic. And then, so that's good to go.
But then your other insurance goes through the end of the month still, which is good.
Yep.
Okay.
Which
Cool.
is great.
Nice.
And so then that goes on to something less important. My Celtics winning the championship.
That
was great.
I don't know if I watched 1 minute of that entire championship.
I've heard a lot of that. People say this finals is boring.
I don't. Okay, it could just me being a biased LeBron fan or whatever else. I feel like when he hasn't been in the championship, people have not cared. Like
I care
nearly
when
as
Steph's
much.
in it.
I mean, Steph a little bit more, but for the most part, like the past few champions is like, okay, we got the Pacers with Nikola and whoever they're playing, or the Suns.
Oh, you mean the Nuggets?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. See, no one cares.
Well, I care, but I'm more of a diehard fan.
Yeah, but I
so
feel
I'll watch anything.
I know, but I just feel like most casual-ish fans just don't care, which is bad for their rate. It's like the World Series this past year when it was the Rangers and Diamondbacks. I don't think I watched like any of that one. And it's
I
like
watched
people
a few games.
But for the most part, people just. I feel like if I'm not watching it, I'm assuming most other people are not watching it.
Well, no, you're speaking to something that they've talked about on a larger scale of that.
Which is why they need to rig the games to get the teams there.
Unbelievable. But no, they've talked about how when it's LeBron or Curry, ratings are through the roof.
Yeah, because people care.
Yeah, because people care. People love LeBron and they really love Steph. But if it's anybody else, like the ratings dip. And now they've talked about the NBA has a problem because LeBron's in his 40s and
he's 30 still.
39, okay.
He's got another like dozen years left.
Yeah. Well, and Steph is turning 36 this year.
But I mean, he's still got some time. He doesn't really look worse or anything.
He needs help for sure.
Yeah.
But the whole narrative thing is that like, hey, these guys are getting older. We need like the next thing.
Bronny James.
No. Well, and they talk about how all
Bryce James.
No.
Whatever the girl's name is, James.
I don't know her name.
Yeah.
I've heard of Bronny and Bryce. I've
Yeah.
heard Bryce is pretty good, but Bronny obviously not.
Bronny's built more like a LeBron. I watched a clip like the other day where they're talking about what if like somehow the Mavericks were able to sign Bronny in the draft, which isn't likely because they only have a second round pick and it's after the Lakers' second round pick.
Yeah.
But they're like, if this happened, would LeBron go there for like basically any amount? Because at that point he could play with his son, be with Kyrie again, which this person was saying that he's been wanting to play with for so long.
Allegedly.
Again. And then also Luka.
Yeah.
Like that. And then you have Mark Cuban, who's not the full owner anymore, but still having him in the mix. Like that would be a crazy team.
Yeah.
And like they were in the championship this year. And if they would have had LeBron on that team, I think they would have won.
I'd say so. Well,
they would have worked together. They would have found a way to make everything work. I think that would have been enough to put them over the top.
If he had played the full season there, I could have seen that.
Yeah. So I think it was like last year whenever they're talking about him being like traded potentially, I was like, I want him to go to Dallas because I want to cheer for Dallas because I like Luka and I want them to win a championship. And I don't like the Lakers, but at the same time, I want LeBron to win more championships. So it's like, go to a different team, and then I'll cheer for you there.
You saw the Warriors made an offer on LeBron this year, right?
I think I remember seeing some of that. And I'm like, even that, I'm like, I would be fine with it at this point because, again, he's well past his prime. It's not a Kevin Durant situation where it's like, hey, the best team in the NBA who I lost to, I'm going to now join them.
Yeah.
Like at this point, they need help, and LeBron could be that help. And just go somewhere else. Don't stay with the Lakers. Like even though they got your podcast host, co-host on there as a new coach.
JJ Redick.
Yeah. That'll be an awkward episode. Like, hey,
when he gets JJ fired.
I'm leaving, and also you're off the pod. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, if LeBron goes to the Warriors, like it'd be so awesome.
People would be crazy.
Yeah, that's their only chance, like realistically, for both of them to get back to greatness.
I know. Like it's
a sign and trade Clay for Clay and stuff.
Yeah.
For LeBron.
There's so many places where like LeBron, if again, whatever team he goes to, they automatically become a potential contender. But he could go to like legitimate contenders and just like, he's the piece.
Well,
you need LeBron.
Here's the thing I've heard from people inside the NBA or whatever on their own podcast, whatever, is that the Players Association won't let LeBron take like $5 million.
But technically he can because he's a free agent.
Yeah.
He can do that. Of course, it'd be like, we don't want this, but at the same time, like, do it. Like, he has enough money. He does. A billionaire. Like, it doesn't matter.
But the Players Association is really going to flip out if they do that because if he does that, it sets a precedent for everybody to ask.
At the same time, though, I don't think there's many other players who would do that. Like, a lot of other players still want to get paid a ton. And the only people at that point who would be doing it are people who are like, near the end of their career and want to win a championship, and they're like, I don't really care about the money.
But teams will start pressuring players to take less like that.
I mean, yes, but then at the same time, I don't think there'd be that many. Same thing with like the Shohei Ohtani situation where it's like now everybody's going to defer all the money, and I don't think many teams I don't think many players actually want that. It's only the people who are already very financially stable and already have a ton of money through like sponsorships that would even consider that kind of deal.
I just don't think it's going to happen. But
I want it to.
Either way.
I want LeBron on the Mavs.
I don't want him on the Mavs. I want him to go to the Warriors.
Warriors.
Sign and trade. And here, this is a realistic
I want him
trade.
either with Steph or I want him with Kyrie. I want him with Dallas so bad.
Well, here's a realistic trade that makes sense for the Warriors and the Lakers. Sign and trade Clay for LeBron to make the salaries work. And the Warriors throw in Kuminga and their first round picks.
Did you say sign and trade?
Yeah.
He's sign Clay. And then they trade Clay. Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So then it'd be Clay, Kuminga, and their picks for LeBron. Lakers have to say yes to that.
Except whatever. What's her name? Not Debbie Bush. Jebediah. Whatever the name is of the owner, female person for the Lakers.
Oh, Jeannie Buss.
Buss. Yeah. I was close.
I was like, who are you talking about?
I was kind of close. She loves LeBron so much.
Well, yeah.
But at the same time, if you want to have a team that's even close to set up for the future, eventually you gotta let LeBron go.
Yeah. Well, if you get Clay and Kuminga, like those are really solid pieces back in all the Warriors picks. Like in 3 years, they're going to be sucky. So it's like, hey, you should do that.
Yeah.
But that was
honestly though, it's whatever LeBron wants. Wherever LeBron wants to go, he'll end up there.
Well,
so
when the Warriors called and asked about him, Rob Pelinka, the GM dude, was like LeBron, like if you want me to explore this, I'll explore this, but I'm not going to do anything unless you say so. And he thought about it for like a day or two, and then was like, nah, because of the implications of what it would happen.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think it's more likely at this point, especially with Bronny potentially going somewhere, that he's more likely to maybe follow him. But I've also heard from other people on podcasts or whatever else, is like supposedly he doesn't care as much if he plays with Bronny at this point.
Allegedly.
But at the same time, he would definitely play with him if he had a chance.
He's so petty. Like, of course he wants to.
So I'm really glad that these were all your updates. Just kidding.
Well, I'm not even done yet.
That was like a 10-minute side conversation.
We destroyed Knockout tonight.
Yeah.
We had a young adults thing tonight. It was a bonfire thing. I never went around the bonfire. Did you go around the bonfire?
I did not want to get smoky smelling.
Yeah. It was just too hot. It's June.
The only reason I go to events like this is to get a sweat going, but from like athletics.
Right.
Like you can get into it and I'll jump in here, but
it was funny how all the dudes were congregating around the basketball.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's I don't care about I don't know a lot of the people there, and the people that I do know were mainly doing the athletic stuff. Like I first got there and Joe's like, you want to play cornhole? I'm like, of course, let's play. And I played with I don't even know who I played with. It was some person I've never known. And he definitely does not listen to the pod. If you are, shout out to you. But at the same time, I was carrying that team so hard, and we lost the first game. We should have won. Second, and it was a little bit on me on the first game because we needed one more point, and I thought we had it. But I guess on the last throw by the other team before I threw my last one, he knocked off our bag, but it looked like it was still on. So I just threw one to the side.
Dang it.
And I guess it was gone. So at that point, I'm like, I cost us this one. So that one was more my fault. We won the second one because I went on a little bit of a streak. And then the third one, we got up a lot, but I was the main one, like actually getting us the extra points. He was more so like even in and out with Joe, who he was going against.
That's all you can ask for.
I mean, he could have asked for well, I mean, on the very last round, the whole time he's throwing underhand, and then he decides to throw one overhand. I'm like, what are you doing? You're doing okay. And now that, but it's okay. Did some cornhole, and then we went to the basketball courts, like you said.
Yeah, and then we were, somebody said, let's play knockout, and so we started playing all kinds of knockout, like 30 people knockout.
Yeah, 4 people went to the hospital.
No. Dang it.
Some people have never played knockout, and there was some chaos. 2 of the people were at the softball game last night that I was talking about.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we're playing knockout, the basketball game, and the first game, we played 3 games.
Yeah.
First game, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to ease and just throw it off the backboard, just lay it in.
Yeah.
I throw it over the backboard, like into like the grass way behind it. And the person gets me out, and I'm out early. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, I hope we play again. And we played again.
Yeah.
And then I got all the way down to the final 2.
And you won, right?
Nope, lost.
Yeah, of course.
That's terrible. And I said, no,
they would have let you win, but they heard you got your port out, so they don't feel sorry for you anymore.
Apparently, a dude said, oh, so you're really going to beat the guy with cancer?
That would have been something I would have said.
Well, and I didn't hear it, but the guy came up to me and goes, hey, I had to tell you I said this after that. I was like, dude, I'm the least offendable person you're ever going to meet. So.
But then you're like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Because in the third game...
I have a podcast where I can call people out.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Because in the third game, we played again, and we got all the way down. And honestly, it was a harder one because I had better people behind me this time. Mm-hmm. And got down to the final...
Hey. The first game, I was behind you.
Yeah, I had better people behind me.
And then I got out because I had an unfortunate bounce.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And then so final 2 again... And it's just back and forth. And then the person shoots it, and his rolls off, and I shoot mine, and mine bounces up, and then rolls around the room, and it like sits there.
It does. And you were just like down. Like you were down just waiting. Like, is it going to drop? Is it going to drop?
Yeah, it's sitting on like the back of the rim, and it just like it hung there for like a second, just sitting there. Mm-hmm. And then it goes in, and I scream, yes!
And then it was really cool because LeBron came out and was like, this was your Make-A-Wish.
This was your Make-A-Wish. and then, but then people started chanting my name. It was great.
Yeah.
I was like, give me more. It was great. It was in front
And
of-
then we didn't play any more knockout, which was kind
That
of
was
annoying.
lame.
I was frustrated because we still want to play knockout. Then all of a sudden, these other guys are like, okay, let's move the rim down to like 8 feet. And I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, let's play 3v3 basketball when 12 people still want to play. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I wanted to still play knockout.
I was
but
annoyed. I'm like, people, like everybody can play knockout.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will still play knockout. There was 25 people playing. And
Yeah.
then they're like, let's play 3v3. I'm like, selfish.
and lower the rim too, so that Samuel
because
could just demolish it.
I did make the point though that whenever they moved it down, it's like, now it's like I'm playing basketball, like the same stuff
This
here.
is how it feels to Shaq, huh?
yeah. So now they know what it's like to be close to the rim.
That's true.
Yeah.
But also, last update, because we're 40 minutes in and we're still on our updates of the week.
Hey, it's a good time.
Take it.
Yeah.
So I got my port taken out this week.
Hey, shout out to you.
And that was really cool, which rolls straight into my grinds my gears.
Which is where we played 3v3 basketball briefly, and I was dunking on everybody, and no one could stop me because I'm Shaq in the paint. Yeah, what were you saying?
Dang it. No. Well, I mean, yes, that happened, but that's not the update. The port gets taken out, and that was really exciting and amazing. And that leads into my grinding my gears.
Ooh.
Because did I tell you at the gathering tonight what happened, like, to get it taken out?
You said they took out a rusty knife and just kind of like, it was like in the movies.
Pretty much.
When you get hit by a bullet and have to dig it out, and they did the same thing with you.
Ouchie.
They had you
No.
bite like an apple for the pain.
It wasn't an apple, but yeah, it was a cucumber.
Ew.
I know, right? But so they scheduled it for Wednesday this past week on Juneteenth, and I didn't work all day as to not be racist.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, obviously. And just so then I'm like, I better call them. And it's like 8 a.m. I'm like, and my appointment is at 2:30. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call them and
PM,
see.
right?
Yeah, PM.
Okay.
And I need to see if I need to like stop eating after a certain time or do whatever. And I call them and I go, hey, so, well, where am I going to go anyways? They go, you're actually going to come, not even to the hospital. You're going to come to this clinic over here. And it's the cancer center. But I'm like,
Okay.
really? Like, that's just for like appointments and things. And maybe like IVs and things. And they go, no, we can do it here. Come to the floor 3 and suite 320. It'll be great. I'm like, okay.
We have a student who wants to try this out.
Pretty much, but I was like, so then do I need to like stop eating at a certain time, or like what needs to happen? Like, because for all my surgeries, I had to stop eating at like 8 a.m. or whatever. And they go, no, you should be good. All right. And then I was like, well, for my surgeries, I had to shower and not put anything like fragrance on at all. Like, do I need to do that? No, you're good. Okay. And I'm like, well, okay, so am I going to need somebody to drive me home? Like, I'll be out for this, right? No, you'll be awake. You can drive home after this. And I'm
You
like,
actually get a watch very closely.
yeah. And I was like, we're not talking about the same things. That's my first thought. Is I'm like,
No, this isn't my physical where I get shots.
Yeah.
I need surgery.
Yeah. I was like, we must be talking about different things. I'm going to get there. They're going to send me home. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, we'll get it rescheduled, like the real one for later.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. And so it comes time to go. And I show up and I walk in to the breast cancer area. That was floor 3. All of floor 3 is breast cancer. And I'm
Shout
like,
out to you.
and I was like,
This is what it is.
I was like, yeah, this isn't right. Like, I'm in the wrong place. And then, but before I could even do anything, the front desk lady goes, you must be Dane. And I go, yeah, what gave it away? And I was like, okay. And I filled out information. And then nurse calls me back. And I go back there and she goes, all right, we just need you to sign this consent to treat. And I said, okay, like, are we talking about the same thing here? Like,
did you write down cut here?
No.
Okay.
I was like, this is connected to my carotid artery. Like, we're going to be good? And she goes, yeah, it's different than getting it put in. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I sign it and I'm like, I'll just ask the doctor when he gets in here. So doc comes in and I go, doc, like, what's this going to be like? It's connected to my carotid artery. Is that going to be okay? Like, am I going to be okay? And he goes,
Carotid.
artery. Well, he goes, it's actually connected to your clavicle artery.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, you're fine.
Never heard of that. But also artery, big.
Yeah.
I like to keep that intact. He goes,
Yeah.
no, you'll be good. The reason they needed to put it in, or like you need to be under to put it in, because they need x-ray and they'll be able to see and all this stuff. And so they need you to really not be moving.
Because for this one, they do it blindfolded, right?
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So then he goes, okay, so take off your shirt, lay back. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, I'm going to numb you up here and then we're going to get going. And he goes, if you don't want to watch it, turn your head this way. And I'm like, I'm not watching it. And I turned my head to the right. And then I'm just looking at like some cabinets and stuff. And he goes, all right, here comes the numbing stuff. Some people say it's the worst thing ever. Some people say it's not that bad. Then when I got it, I was like, all the things I've been through, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It just feels like getting a shot.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. And he goes, all right, do you feel that? And I go, no. And he goes, okay, good, because I've already cut you open. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so sorry for all you people who hated that. Take it.
Okay, Doc.
So I'm like, okay. And I'm just looking over here. I don't feel anything. I can feel him like pushing on my chest, but I don't feel like the knife or anything. And I'm like, this is crazy. And he goes, by the way, don't look into the light because you can see the reflection in the light of what's going on. I'm like,
no.
All right, note emoji.
Well, I mean, they used to say don't look into the light.
That too. Don't die.
Yeah.
But then we start talking about all my diseases I have, and then start talking about Jesus. And
How you quit your job?
I told him what I was getting ready to start doing.
Okay.
This is all about 30 minutes that we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then I see out of the corner of my eye, he's like sewing, and I'm like, what's going on? And I see the needle, and I look up, and I'm like, oh God, don't look at that.
Why did you look?
I was like, don't look at that. And all I saw was gauze with blood and stuff. And I'm like,
Oh.
and I was like, don't look at that, don't look at that. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know what he's sewing because all he did was glue up my wound, and there's no stitches on it.
Oh, okay.
So what was he sewing, Samuel?
It's a Batman situation. He put a bomb in you, and then
Probably.
he acted like he was sewing it closed, and oh no.
I think he sewed my artery back up, which is
I
weird.
don't even know.
He said they're dissolvable stitches and they're inside of me. So I think he did.
He might have.
So
That's awesome.
It was really weird and wild. And he goes, yeah, like you won't have any restrictions, but I just take it easy for the next couple of days.
They told me the same thing when I got surgery, and then I had to get surgery 7 days later because I had a mass injury again back in the day. So don't always listen to that. It doesn't always work.
Well, I ran yesterday, which isn't using my chest really. And it's just kind of rubbing. And I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. But then tonight, threw down like some basketball a little bit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I was like, I feel definitely a little bit better today, more mobility and stuff. And I'm wearing my seatbelt normally again, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then Monday, I'm going to play real basketball, like 5-on-5. And so we'll see then. And I'm also going to start weightlifting on Monday.
Okay.
I got to get huge.
You're getting big.
I got to get shredded.
The only issue is if you get too big, it makes it hard to run.
It makes it hard to walk through doors.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't make it to church today. The doors were too
the doors are too narrow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know you always talk about going through the straight and narrow, but I can't. I'm too big.
Father, the Son, and the Swoley Spirit.
Samson's my hero.
Yeah.
Because
you need me to turn to 1 Corinthians? We're going to be huge, dude.
Yeah.
So, no, that's basically what happened. And that was just like the whole day, I'm just like, nah, this isn't right.
Yeah.
And then it was, and I'm just like, okay, well, here we go. And just, you got to lay there, which, to be honest, like after I've had all this stuff happen to me, I'm just like, all right, let's do it.
Let's go.
That was pretty cool.
I'll keep mine a little shorter for Grinds Big Ears. One of my coworkers, like a week ago or like 2 weeks ago, I was working remote and kept on sending me messages. He's like, you should come into the office when we're working remote. Like I wasn't supposed to come in the office. He's like, I've got these really spicy peppers to grow.
What?
And I want you to try them. I'm like, it's 3:00 on a Friday. I'm not driving into work to eat your peppers just to be there for like an hour. And of course he had leftovers when I was actually back in the office this week. And he's like, you got to try them. You got to try them. You got to try them. And he has them like crushed up all small. And he's having everybody try these just because I think he wants to see the reaction. And I end up doing these very spicy, like it was like ghost peppers. Like,
oh no.
Like the extremely, extremely hot ones.
I've had ghost pepper hot sauce.
Yeah. But this is like actual pepper, like itself, so that's like crushed up. So I did it with him. Why? It was kind of funny because he was struggling through it and I just was not really affected. Like I could feel like a little bit in my throat, but I was expecting a lot worse. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And he had two different ones. And then he was like, okay, this one's actually worse. So he did that one with me as well. And I was like, yeah, not really feeling a lot. And he's just like dying and Carolina he's like sweating and coughing and everything. I think Reaper was one of them.
Carolina Reaper.
And then he was like, well, you could try a bigger chunk of one of these. And I was like, okay. I will, just to fall into peer pressure. And I did it. And I'm like, I was mostly fine. Or so I thought.
Oh boy.
So there's something about these peppers because again, I was like grabbing with my hands and everything else. And you want to make sure to wash your hands.
Oh, don't touch your eyes.
I didn't touch my eyes. So I went to wash my hands in the restroom and I thought it was good. So, long story short, I used the restroom and then I went on with my day and I regretted things later.
In the bathroom, yeah.
And
an inferno ensued.
Make sure that you wash all the oils off your hands.
Oh.
Just pointing that out. Very spicy peppers.
I thought you meant like...
Just very spicy peppers. Get all of it off your hands. Don't touch anything.
I thought you meant coming out. It was like a volcano.
I'm not saying anything else. Just wash your hands if you ever touch a very spicy pepper.
Yeah. Well,
but my mouth was fine.
Sure.
I was good there. So that was something.
Well, the other thing I read is that
it's capsaicin.
No.
Capsaicin. I think that's what it's called.
No.
The spice. That's like the spice that the
that's,
oil.
That's Josh Capassin.
Shout out, Josh.
Shout out, Josh. But I read somewhere that like spiciness is actually an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
And people have different ranges of it,
Yeah.
and yours must not be affected by it.
I've mentioned it before on here where I like having very hot, spicy hot sauce with like ketchup, and I eat it with chips. So my tolerance is higher because I've been exposed to it more so than some people. Because I've had some of those, which honestly, those hot sauces hit me much more aggressively. Because I think with hot sauce itself, it like gets more into your mouth because it's like liquidy compared to like a dry piece of pepper that I swallowed very quickly. But yeah, it was interesting experience for sure.
Well, what about mosquitoes?
Yeah, they suck. Pun intended.
Literally and figuratively.
I don't even get it. Like when I went to play pickleball the other day, I was getting attacked every which way. And like every time I look down, there's a mosquito. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. I'm like, it stinks. So I have all these bites all over me, and I have this cool little. It's called a bug bite thing.
I've been wondering what that was.
Yeah,
this whole time.
I guess I didn't give you in context. It's like a little like cupping device, and supposedly.
Oh, that's what's on you.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah, and on my chest and stuff. It looks kind of weird if you have no context. But it's basically like a small little cupping system that people use sometimes to like help their muscles. But this, if you put it on mosquito bites, supposedly it helps with this. I think it helps some.
Okay.
I think it helps best if you do it immediately.
Yeah.
But you can get some like itchy relief if you do it like after the fact. So I've been casually doing under the table on my leg.
Unbelievable.
Because these mosquito bites are horrible.
Yeah.
And that grinds my gears.
Yeah, it does. And they're trying to give you West Nile.
Who?
The virus.
Huh?
West Nile virus.
COVID?
Mosquitoes.
Oh.
Mosquitoes can give you West Nile virus.
It's better getting that than the tick thing, the alpha-gal syndrome, where you can't eat red meat.
Ooh.
That would stink.
Me no likey.
Yeah. So we're getting into kind of our main segments. We did last week where we talked about all these random new responses we're getting on old Spotify episodes. And we're going to do that again because there are so many from all our many fans who are just solid people out there who are
to sneeze.
Bless you.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I think they all heard it. But yeah, we're getting all these just random responses, so I figured I'd read some of them off instead of skipping over them. So you can tell. I think Jack's going through all these because it starts at episode 16 and goes up. So episode 16, Politicology, featuring Michael Fuller. The first time Michael Fuller was on the pod.
Wow.
We had a great question. What did you think of this episode?
Dig it.
And he put it on there. Bring back Michael Fuller. The people need him. Jack, you're wrong.
Lindsay Reed disagrees.
We'll get to some of those things, I think, here shortly.
Unbelievable.
I talked to Jack the other day, and he was bringing that up. I'm like, Michael will be back on, but we're getting our feet under ourselves for a bit, having some other guests on.
Jack sends me reels on Instagram now.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's
cool. He sent me a text earlier. It's like, I played pickleball for a long time earlier, so I'll be ready when I go to Springfield to play you guys. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
Episode 17, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Another great question. What did you think of this episode? I think you'll notice a lot of these are the generic responses. And he put on here, for someone called Mr. Steal Your Girl, Dane sure isn't a thief of them eligible damsels in Missouri.
Eligible?
Eligible,
Sure,
yeah.
sure ain't.
I haven't read any of these yet either, just so you know.
That was a well put.
Yeah.
Damsels in distress.
Episode 18, which was meeting Ben Rector and ranking Taylor Swift's top songs.
I remember that.
This was a different question.
Yeah.
I put, what should we draft next on our podcast? And who knows, we might use this. And he put worst sports logos. We could maybe work with that. Cowboys win it.
No. The Browns.
Browns are really bad.
They don't have a logo.
I don't even know. What
It's just a brown helmet.
I'm probably the Washington Commanders.
That one's not good.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah, I can't think of. I'm sure there's some. The Guardians.
Guardians aren't great.
They're new and I like their old one better, but it was racist.
Yeah. The Hickman Cupies in Columbia,
that
Missouri.
just sounds rough.
It's a naked baby.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. They were our big rival in high school. One of them.
There's some bad ones out there for sure.
Yeah.
Next one, episode 19, Speak Now, keeping on the Taylor Swift's theme.
For sure.
We also ask, what did you think of this episode? And Jack put, the most chaotic and unorganized episode ever.
Love that.
Sorry, Samuel. And they put, I love it. So
dang it, Jack.
He likes the old ones. He's brought that up to me multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, he likes it.
We just suck now.
Yeah, I mean, he said like we had to bring back Question of the Dane, which I did earlier, and some other stuff. So sometimes you got to look to the past to go forward. Exactly. A couple more he had on episode 20, which was It's Summertime. What did you think of this episode? And he put, the gradual despair of Dane's relationship with the Cowboys as they continually lose throughout this podcast in the NFL season is just the content that Nicholas Sparks is looking for his next novel. That's a mouthful.
No, it's accurate because if you listen to this every week, you just hear how sad it becomes.
Yeah. And that was episode 20, which is, that would have been after the season was done.
Well, you said the title's It's Summertime.
Yeah. So I guess we just talked about the Cowboys in some capacity. And then one more that we have for now, it was episode 76, which was actually that's one where that was the other day. But that was Beating the Dream Team, episode 76.
Yep.
We had another What's Your Favorite Bible Verse? And this was sent in by Elizabeth Virgil. Shout out. You've heard of her before. By her book. We've mentioned it as well.
Heck yeah.
She put So Hard to Choose. So here are my top 5. 2 Corinthians 12:9, Psalms 42:11, Joshua 1:5, 1 Peter 5:7, and Jeremiah 1:5.
1 Peter 5:7.
Do you want me to look it up really quick?
Oh, I feel like I have it.
1 Peter, if you think of it.
Is it
It's about anxiety.
Yeah, do not be anxious about anything, but
Nope.
that's not it?
No.
That's Philippians.
No. It's cast all your anxiety on him
for he cares for you.
Yep. So
Flip. I knew I've read it before.
Was not surprised that her verses were more serious and actually more maybe life-giving than some of yours.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You have to listen back to that episode to know what I mean.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, thank you, Elizabeth, for sending in those responses. We always appreciate those a lot. But yeah, that was our old responses to old episodes. And I have one other one that I almost forgot about. This one is actually from Lauren, which you remember she was the real Swiftie that was on episode 75 that we date.
Where's that? I've never had one of those.
I'm sorry about that.
Unbelievable.
I meant to say this last week, but she responded, that Samuel just invited some random girl from high school to be on the pod.
Facts.
That's all she had there. So
that's
girls. That's all she wrote. You know?
Yeah, that is all she actually wrote.
Yeah.
Rando girls.
Yeah. So now we are going to get back to a draft, which we have not done in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the drafts. We like the drafts. We just haven't been to the zoo lately, so we haven't seen the drafts.
Drafts, not
Do you like what I did there?
I hated it, actually.
I know you did. So it is now time for our most refreshing drinks draft. So that's the most refreshing drinks draft. We're going to go back and forth. We're going to have 4 picks apiece. Because you got your poured out, I'll let you choose if you want to go first or second. Siri is not eligible for this scenario. Siri, choose 1 or 2. Actually, I don't know what you said. Oh, did you listen? Siri, choose 1 or 2. Can she hear me? Nah, I'm not going to try again. Dane, you can go first or second. You choose. What do you want?
Do I get back-to-back picks?
Is it a snake draft?
It is snake.
So
you can go first.
Okay. I'm gonna go wild here. But my number one overall pick for this most refreshing drinks draft is gonna be a nice cold glass of water. You can't beat ice cold water on a hot day after a workout. It just refreshes your soul.
That's such a basic answer.
But it's so refreshing. Like at Kanakuk, where I'd work during the summers and everything else, you only had like water to drink during the day. And let me tell you, when it's 100 degrees out and you're just dying and you're just trying to you're just crawling like, Mr. Krabs, I need water. Water. And then the water of that fountain drink or soda, not soda. What's the word?
Water fountain?
Nope.
Hose.
It's not even great water, but it just slaps different, and it's so refreshing because without the water, you die. So, shout out ice cold water for my number one overall pick.
You're gonna get bronchitis or what? Mono. You're gonna get mono.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's so true.
Yeah,
we gotta work.
Yeah. Dane, what are you thinking for your first two picks of this draft?
I think we all know where this is going.
I think I have a good idea.
The sweet nectar.
Alcohol. What?
It's actually tequila. No. The sweet nectar known as Mountain Dew.
Mountain Communist Dew.
I love her. And Mountain Dew is actually from the Sanhedrin Mountains, and it's dew collected off of the grass up there.
Oh, okay. Mountain Dew, I mean, that's a pretty good first pick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, water, you'll survive longer.
Not true.
Okay.
Mountain Dew has water in it.
True.
Yeah, and yellow number 5.
That's what's the healthy part.
That's the good stuff.
Okay, what about your second pick? What are you thinking here, Dane?
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I hate you so much.
Guess what my next two are?
I don't want to go down this route yet because you don't. I could steal them. I could steal your next two.
You could.
And also, Baja Blast is just an inferior drink.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I had one today.
It's not good.
No, it was delicioso.
The only time I get it is at Taco Bell, and I drink it. And I'm like, nah, I don't know why I chose this. There's better options.
America, don't
Normal
listen to
Mountain
this.
Dew is so much better. They have like 1 million flavors of Mountain Dew. Baja Blast isn't in the top 100.
What?
Yeah, it's not good.
You're high.
Take that back.
Regular Mountain Dew is the best.
Which is why you picked it, number one overall.
And then Baja Blast is the second.
Does Baja
best.
Blast have yellow number 5 in it?
I think it does.
Oh.
Like it has yellow number 5 and blue number 4. Or
blue
8 or something.
Okay, blue number 4 is a good one. I forgot about that.
It might be blue 4 or blue 8.
Okay.
Whatever, something blue.
Okay, well, either or, you got the Mountain Dew, you got Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yummy.
And my number 2 pick, I'm picking the Sonic Cherry Limeade Slush.
Ooh.
Route 44
slush?
version. Yeah. The slush is different when you're extremely hot.
Cherry limeade is...
The cherry limeade's nice. I could have gone both routes, but I went the slush. Back in the day when I would like bike in the middle of summer, there was times where I just was craving... I just needed something, and like I was craving the bubbles, so I would occasionally get the non-slush version. But there's something about a slush version that just hits different. Yeah, it's nice.
Cherry limeade.
You get the cherries in there also, so you drink the whole thing, and then you get like the 2 cherries at the bottom.
I don't want the cherries.
I like the cherries.
Dang it.
I like cherries.
The cherry limeade takes me back to my high school girlfriend because we used to go out for cherry limeades all the time. She introduced me to cherry limeades, and here we are today.
Yeah.
Still a drinker of cherry
Fun
limeades.
fact, he used to be blonde, but he drank so many cherry limeades, it turned his hair red.
You think this is natural?
Because
it is.
This isn't one of my picks, but also just like Shirley Temples are just so good. It's
Never
like a
had one.
similar idea.
Huh.
It's like Sprite and like cherry juice. It's basically what a cherry limeade
With
is.
alcohol.
No, that's a dirty Shirley. I get the clean
Dirty
Shirleys. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Favorite at weddings. But my number 3 overall pick is a thick glass of whole chocolate milk, baby.
Ew. That's not refreshing.
It is. The amount of times, like especially after like swimming in college, like we would have like weight practices and everything else, and we would always have a chocolate milk like fridge full of it, and we could grab one of those right after we worked out, and it hit hard.
You gotta get huge.
It was so good. And you're only supposed to grab one. So I would grab 2 most days and drank one immediately and then save the other one for like a little bit later. But I would drink basically, I think it was like 16 ounces a piece. So I would drink 32 ounces of chocolate milk
Unbelievable.
first thing in the morning after working out. And it was so good.
So that's a half gallon of chocolate milk.
It's not a half
64 ounces is a gallon.
16 ounces a piece. So I drank 32 ounces.
Yeah. What's half of 64?
64 ounces is not a half gallon.
No, 64 is a gallon. 32 is a half gallon.
How many ounces in gallon? 128 fluid ounces.
I stand by what I said.
You were off
No.
by a good amount. Now I drank a quarter of a gallon.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, but it was so good.
I promise you 64 ounces is a gallon.
That's
You asked me again, I'd say that same answer. I don't care.
I just looked it up. Google never lies.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. We can get off this Usher train, and you can get your next picks in.
Well, my next one is going to be something delicioso. What do you think it is?
Dirty Shirley.
No, it's strawberry lemonade.
That was not what I was expecting. I like that pick. Okay.
Strawberry lemonade is nice, and it's, I don't know. I like.
Do you have like a specific kind you like to go to, or just strawberry lemonade in
Not
general?
for reals. It's just in general. Because like in the same vein is the, what's it called? The
you inject it.
No, dang it. At Chick-fil-A, the Sunjoy.
Okay, those are so expensive though.
Yeah. I get it as my drink for the combos.
Okay.
So
But no refills.
well, I usually go through the drive-thru, so.
Okay.
And they give me a refill.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
So strawberry lemonade is delicious, and then Arnold Palmer I consider along the same line. I'm just like, this
Wait,
is...
so you're going to Arnold Palmer number 4?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's just similar vibes.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Sweet tea and lemonade is just like strawberry lemonade.
The older I get, the more I'm like, lemonade, you don't entirely suck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like you. Alone, I definitely don't like you.
I don't know. Are you still talking about drinks or people?
But when your friend comes along... Unbelievable.
This is wild.
And so my last one here.
Also, shout out to us making it to another day of life. Because it is 12:15 a.m. and we are...
Yeah, we need to
We
wrap
got
this
a
up.
lot. Now we got a lot to go. But
I gotta
we'll
get up
see.
in 5 hours.
Hey, shout out.
So my last pick is Gatorade.
Oh.
Specifically cucumber lime.
You're
It's
dumb.
delicious.
Cucumber lime.
It's delicious.
Gator. You could choose any Gatorade and you choose cucumber lime.
I've been buying 8 packs of this.
Why not just get lime? Lemon lime, the original flavor of Gatorade, which low-key slaps, and you're getting cucumber lime.
No. Lime.
Are you just Larry from VeggieTales? You don't care about him anymore?
Lemon lime is
He hates
occasionally
VeggieTales.
okay.
He doesn't like Christian
I've
characters.
seen one episode of VeggieTales
and he
in my
drinks
life.
Larry
What?
with lime.
Let's be honest. That's probably not.
We are honest.
No, let's be
You
honest.
hate vegetables.
No, let's be honest. That's
Yeah.
probably not natural flavoring.
Okay.
It's probably not actually cucumbers in there.
So you just like fake drinks?
Well, Mountain Dew, fake.
Yeah.
Baja Blast, fake.
Strawberry lemonade, kind of real, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
If you get the little strawberry chunks, that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realish.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, what was it? Lemon lime. Good on occasions, like as an alternate. Cool blue raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You're great. I know all the names because of the industry.
You don't need to name off all the Gatorades.
Yeah. Glacier Frost, grape, all this stuff. Those are good on occasion. Anything but red. Don't get red. And
red is not good.
red's not good. Fruit punch just isn't good. It's so
Fruit
basic.
punch in general is always like the worst flavor of anything.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The red version of anything is just usually not good. except
Unless
for
it's a different flavor, like strawberry.
strawberry's okay.
Strawberry lemonade is the red version.
Well, it's pinkish. Strawberry lemonade becomes pinkish.
Depends what kind you get. That's more like
That's
the
true.
artificial stuff is when it gets pink. If it's like the legit stuff, it's red.
Shout out to artificialness.
Yeah.
Dang it. But yeah, that's my last pick.
Okay. Well, I got one more pick. And after that really strong fourth pick by you, I need to come in very strong here. And I'm going to, you kind of mentioned this earlier.
I did.
But I'm going to go a slightly different route. McAllister sweet tea. That stuff is good. The best sweet tea out there. I could have gone Chick-fil-A here, but there's something about McAllister sweet tea that just slaps different, especially when they have their free tea day that happens like once a year in the summer. Yeah, it's a thing.
I didn't know that.
You get a giant thing of sweet tea.
Text me when that happens.
I drink it all, and I get a refill, and I drink it all, and I'm just like outside in the 118-degree weather, what it feels like in Southwest Missouri, and it is so good.
That sounds terrible for you.
Yeah, that was on the 9th day. That's what God created.
No.
McAllister sweet tea. and it was good.
So there's some sweet teas, they ruin it because they make it too syrupy.
Those are, honestly, I feel like those are more so the ones you buy in the store.
So like
you got to go to a restaurant to get it.
McDonald's sweet tea is what I'm talking about specifically.
It's very, I don't mind it, but it's very sweet.
I don't like it.
It's like aggressively sweet.
It's way too sweet and syrupy, and I'm just like, I can't deal with this.
I feel like the tiers are like McAllister's is like the perfect balance, and then Chick-fil-A's almost there, but starting to get a little too sweet. And then if you're throwing McDonald's, they would just be the way sweet. So it's like Chick-fil-A is a nice kind of balance, but I still like McAllister's the best of the three.
So and then
I'm sorry for the blasphemy. Sorry, Chick-fil-A. I still love you.
The hot take of the evening: Milo's sweet tea from the store in the gallon is my favorite sweet tea.
I think I've had that before. They get that sometimes for catering at my work.
Yeah.
They get like the Milo's lemonade and the Milo sweet tea.
Yeah.
And like it's okay, but I would rather want the fresh brewed stuff, you know?
Well, yeah.
But that is one of the best options, I think, for the in-store sweet tea that you can buy. Because they have that red label one, and that stuff's just like,
Or Red Diamond sucks.
Maybe Red Diamond, that's what I was trying to think of. I said like red label.
Yeah, well, Milo's has a red label.
They also have that like one that Coca-Cola makes, which is like okay. Like
Pure Leaf?
It's like okay, but it still tastes kind of
Pure
funky.
Leaf is disgusting. Tastes like dirt.
Yeah, the only time
Gold
I would
Peak?
get that is I would get it. I'm getting all these mixed up.
Gold Peak is too. I work in the industry.
Yeah, that's true. You know your stuff.
Literally, I know all these drinks.
He's an expert, people.
Gold Peak
Well,
is
actually,
too sweet.
You quit.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese's.
I want to be an expert in God now. Teaching children about God.
Yes. And then on the side, you'll be like, that's not the best sweet tea. I know how to cater this place.
I have all this
Hit me
useless knowledge in my head now. It's great.
Yeah. Well, we finished all our picks.
That was our draft.
Yeah, shout out. Just as a reminder, my first pick was ice cold water because it slaps.
Boo.
Sonic Cherry Limeade Slush, number 2. Thick glass of chocolate milk, preferably the whole kind. Number 4, McAllister Sweet Tea. Then Dane had Mountain Dew Baja Blast, Strawberry Lemonade, and Cucumber Lime Gatorade.
Delicious.
I did have honorable mention I just want to throw out. Fresh lemonade. It's hard to beat, but I wanted to get the other ones in the mix.
The 4 picks.
Also, lemon, like fresh, like lemon juice and water.
Oh, yeah.
Also is really good.
That is good.
Yeah.
The 4 picks you basically heard me say is what I basically drink all the time.
Except you have a Diet Coke here right now.
That's because they didn't have the Tall Boy Mountain Dew at the Come and Go. And so I was like, I don't want a whole bottle. That's too much.
Yeah.
I was like,
maybe just a little too much.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just get a Tall Boy Diet Coke. I like Diet Coke. It's okay.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's our draft. We'll put that in the polls, and you can decide who had the better picks. I think it's obvious that one of us did have better picks. You let us know what you think. That's what you'll be like as you listen to us, and then you select who is the best.
But now what time is it for?
Is it time for...
My hand was a little heavy.
No. I click it. It is time for Dane's Manifesto. If you're driving, pull over because you just got hit. Sorry, is that what you say?
No, if you're driving, pull over. If you're walking, sit down because it's time for Dane's Manifesto.
Did you guys play the music in the background? Yeah, Lindsay, yes, we did. We played the music. You're just going to hear it in the headphones.
Lindsay's ridiculous.
What she called in last week?
Yeah.
And if she listened, which I'm sure she did, then she was probably happy when she heard the music play.
Yeah.
When she said Lindsay's Manifesto. Guys, did you play the music? Yes.
She just thinks we just didn't.
Yeah. Like I did appreciate how she was waiting though and pausing because she knew that was part of the gig.
Yeah, she didn't get the cue, I guess.
She's one of our biggest fans. We do, even though we mainly Dane and also Michael Fuller make fun of her. She's a very solid
runner.
Gosh.
Oh.
Thank you for listening, Lindsay. Dane's Manifesto.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
So it was funny how the intro to this got started. Like we had that was a preset thing and the sound there. But then also me saying if you're driving, pull over. If you're walking, sit down because it's time for Dane's Manifesto.
I had a conversation with somebody about this.
It just kind of came to me while we were recording this.
I don't think we talked about that. I think I talked about this with Michael or maybe Joshua Schmitz. Shout out. He makes a lot of our clips.
He runs fast.
He's very busy right now, but we'll get back to it. I feel like it was one of them. And they're like, whatever Dane started, I think it was Jack though, because we were talking. He was like, he just came up with that out of nowhere. I'm like, I guess so.
It ended up being really funny.
Yeah, it worked. And I honestly, Did I click the button or did you click the button? I don't even know how that started.
I think I said at the beginning, I was like, I kind of want like a theme to go with this. And then that was the creepy one. Yeah. And I was like, that actually worked great for the manifesto.
Yeah. It works well.
So now we're here with it. It's going to be here.
Yeah. What are we here with?
So Dane's manifesto. Part 18 of Dane's manifesto. I need to admit something to the audience.
One of the parts wasn't actually him one time, but we still say it's part 18.
That's true.
Yeah. Shout out Lauren.
So this is something I need to admit to the people.
You never had cancer?
No,
Sorry.
I did have cancer. I have the scars to prove it.
Okay. Hey, keep your clothes on.
I'd like to not do. I'm hot. And I need to shower. But that's not neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I need to admit something. I have what we call a spending problem.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm coming to you guys with it because it's...
Dave Ramsey would not pick up your call.
Samuel, if you're a dude, how many pairs of shoes do you have? Roughly.
Okay. How many do I have or how many do I wear normally?
How many do you have?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really want to count all of them.
Yeah, roughly.
I honestly, I've had shoes since I was like 13 or 14 because I've been the same size since I was like 13 or 14 because I have a problem with getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
So I have probably like as many as probably up to maybe 15 pairs. That's probably a little high.
That's a good amount.
But some of them are ones I've had for a very long time that I just never wear, but I just don't get rid of them.
That's a good amount. How many pairs of shoes do you think I have?
It's either going to be really high, but I know what your manifesto is.
Yeah.
So that plays in I'm going to guess high now. Mm-hmm. I was going to guess like 3, but now I'm going to guess 21.
21?
Yeah.
Is that your final guess?
It's going to be so much higher.
I have 40.
Dane.
I have 40 pairs of shoes. People.
Dane. And that's why you went into ministry, so you could keep preachers and sneakers. No. Shout out.
And so like moving, I was moving on, so I got to count.
So you had to get a 2-bedroom house just to fit all your shoes.
No, I have to walk around my shoes, and I buy clothes a lot.
Why don't you wear your shoes? Why do you walk around them?
I do. Well, I'm wearing shoes right now.
Okay.
These are my I don't care white shoes. Like, if they get dirty, it's okay. I have like a bunch of white shoes and cowboy boots and regular boots, hiking boots, running shoes.
Oh, wait, so you're counting all that in the mix also?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just kind of like running shoes, because if I kind of like sandals and flip flops and like dress shoes, then I guess that would be a lot more. I was thinking like tennis shoes.
No, these are all my shoes. I have 40 pairs of total shoes.
Well, then I'm probably closer to that number, but okay.
But mine are spread out over the floor in my room. I have to like jump into my closet in order to get to my clothes.
Okay.
Which I have a lot of clothes too.
What happens when I want to go down this route? What happens when you're done in the closet?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah. What? So you have a lot of shoes and stuff?
You live there now.
Okay, that's cool.
So that, and then I also buy like cologne sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't do that so much anymore.
You have 40 bottles of cologne? That would last you the rest of your life.
I would have like a bunch of cheap cologne that sucked, and then I bought
Axe, and you're like, this is so good.
Right.
I understand why all the high school boys wear it.
No, now I have 2 colognes, like good colognes that are a summer set and a winter set.
Quick question of the day: how do you spell cologne?
CKLONE. Clone.
Pretty close.
CLONE. Clone.
Still not it.
That's clone, but it's not the clone we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get the off-brand cologne.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I buy so much stuff, and I wanted to admit that to the people because I need your help. When I get bored,
what should be the call to action here, Dane?
#save your money.
You need their help, and you need them to save their money?
No, #Dane save your money.
Okay, so how are they helping? They are supposed to leave #Dane save your money?
If you're bored, here's the thing.
Pull over.
Well, but here's what happens. I get bored, so then I start to online shop, and then I'm like, ooh, I do need this, actually. Mm-hmm. And then I end up buying things. So if you guys ever get bored this week, go ahead and send in #save your money anytime you're bored. That way, it'll motivate me to not buy something next week online, like the new AirPods that I just bought.
Do you want them to send this via Instagram or a Apple review?
All
or
platforms.
Something else? Okay, all platforms.
All platforms.
Hit them on Instagram. Hit them on the Until Next Week podcast Instagram. Hit them on Facebook. Hit them on MySpace. Hit them on Twitter. Hit them on Reddit. Hit it on Tumblr. Hit it on What's the Instagram one?
Strava.
No, the Instagram one. No, Strava. Hit him on Strava. The Instagram, not Twitter. It's called...
Not notes.
We had one briefly. It was called...
Pages.
You know it. I'm going to look at it.
You're going to say it, I'm going to know it. But
of course, because I'm going to say it. Instagram, Twitter.
Right.
It's called Threads. Don't do it on that one.
Don't do it on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Do the Twitter.
Also TikTok.
Also TikTok.
Yeah.
Also X.
Yeah.
Also snail mail.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
If you have any advice, please send it in.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it for Dane's Manifesto.
Usually you laugh like that, I feel like. Yeah. So, that was part 18, of Dane's Manifesto. But you know what we have that we forgot about last week? I know you missed it.
Oh, man.
Because I missed it. The jokes with Jack. It's been a thing for week after week after week. And he gave us a joke with Jack, but we went so long that I forgot. And I apologize. And we're going to make up with it this week. With Jack Holmgren. Jokes with Jack. We got 2 of them because he is still a loyal joke with Jack person. And I think we're just going to play him, okay?
Yeah, do it.
Are you ready for that? This one is entitled Joke for Dane. There's 2 exclamation points.
Joke for Dane. Dang it.
No, it was Dane.
Oh.
One other quick thing. He sent me like a Marco Polo, which is like basically...
I know what it is.
Yeah, okay. And this was like a month and a half ago, but I watched it today. And he's like, if you ever make merch, you should make it and say just Dane it. Because you always say dang it. He's like, I can't tell if he's saying dang it or Dane it. Because it'd be funny if it's Dane it. And then have just Dane it with like a Nike swoosh.
Dang it. People have said that a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Dane it? Like, wow.
But it is now time for Jack. So here we go.
What up, guys? It's Jack, back with Jokes with Jack.
Hey.
And boy, do I have a joke for you today. But before I get into the joke, Dane, we're kind of worried. We haven't heard any updates about your most recent operation. We hope you haven't given up. But the people are dying to know about how your most recent operations have been going. And it kind of goes along with that. My joke for the week has to do with that. Dane, I really think you should try to date a girl that works at the zoo. Do you know why? Because she's a keeper.
I like the setup. And also, it's funny that we missed that one because we talked about your latest operation last week. So that would have been great if I would have played it at the same time, but I forgot.
Yeah, that operation crashed and burned, and now, hopefully...
Well, wait. We have another joke with Jack.
Oh.
We have to get to this really quick so I don't forget. And this one is entitled #Cancel Lindsay.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Sorry, Lindsay, but here we go.
So I didn't even get to do my jokes with Jack like a week or 2 weeks ago.
Sorry.
Because Lindsay Reed calls in just rudely into the podcast and hijacks like 40 minutes of the podcast time.
So true.
Just proving that her color commentary skills on sports is horrible.
Wow.
And so #cancel Lindsay. Let's keep that going, guys. But anyway, I'm back with Jokes with Jack. So let's get into it. If you're driving, start walking. If you're pulling over, sit down because it's time with Jokes with Jack. I got a joke for you guys. So listen up. You know why you never should get in a fight with a paleontologist? Because you'll get your ass kicked.
Dang it.
He's back.
That was probably...
He came with a vengeance.
That was probably your best joke, Jack.
I for brief, I knew there wasn't much time left in that. I'm like,
right.
I don't know if I expect a lot here. That was good.
That was your best joke for sure.
That was solid. And then the setup also just #canceling Lindsay, doing the whole jokes with Jack with pullover.
I think he was onto something there.
That was your
Lindsay
best
was really rude.
Best voice memo you have ever done.
Probably.
Shout out. That was good.
Yeah, Lindsay was really rude. She sucks at color commentary.
But we still want her on again.
I did pull her aside via phone call and say, hey, you need to have better skills at storytelling.
She started out well.
Yeah.
And then she still did well, but she's better when she's in person.
Yeah.
It can be a little tricky calling in and not actually being here with us and reading our emotions.
To her credit, she had just had small group and she's an introvert, so she was very extroverted out at that point and was very tired.
But she still called in, which was really nice because usually she would be asleep at that time.
So true. Like, Is it past 8:30? She's probably asleep.
She's been asleep for 4 hours.
She has
It is
been.
12:33 a.m.
Yeah, the other day she took a 4-hour nap in the middle of the day.
That's wild.
I don't know.
I was thinking the other day also that I have not had like normal naps since college.
Yeah.
And it's made me kind of sad
I don't
because
know.
I had a bad sleeping like routine then,
Yeah.
but then I made up for it with napping all the time.
Yeah.
And now I have a poor sleeping routine and I don't nap.
Dang it.
So it's not great. Help me fix that. Jack, you're already helping me. But if you want to send in a message on the Instagram or TikTok or Apple, put hashtag go to sleep Samuel.
Dang it.
So there we are.
But to answer that operation thing.
Oh, you want to get back to that? Do
Kind
you?
of.
Because Lindsay called you out last week for giving
What
too
does
many details.
Lindsay know? So the operation we talked about last week, yeah, fire explosion, plane crash. It did not good.
Yeah.
And then this new potential operation is called Operation Chef's Kiss.
Ooh. Sorry.
No, not like that. Take it and
There we go.
take it. And it's gonna be a tricky situation because she's very pretty, and so I don't know.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, aren't they all mostly? And so I feel like she's gonna have the attention of many suitors, if you will. And so I'm like, okay, everybody needs to calm down because I've already peed a circle around her. And
What the heck?
that's how you mark your territory. Have you not peed a circle around Lauren?
Please don't do that.
No, you pee a circle. You don't pee on them. Pee a circle
Why?
because dogs do it.
Don't
the
don't
pheromones.
listen. Don't listen to
The
Dane.
pheromones.
If you remember, he does a lot of missions because he pees around everybody. There's a reason.
I do have to pee.
You have any other thoughts on this?
Yeah, the Diet Coke's what made me have to pee.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, imagine that.
Sorry for what's going to be the longest episode ever after you said we had to speed this up.
Again, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're flowing pretty well though. You're not flowing because you can't use the restroom, but you will be flowing.
I gotta get up at 6:20 and it's currently 12:35.
Hey, you're going to have a great time.
I gotta run 6 miles
This is on you.
and then move
This
and then
is
go
on
to a
you.
wedding
This is
and
on
then
you
drive
partially.
back. It is part of me partially.
Yeah. Are you done with that? Are you good with that?
No, that's good.
I did have one other note that Jack, we talk quite a bit and he texts and everything else. And he did leave me a text like a couple weeks ago and he put, you all jinxed Dane by saying he's not going bald in episode 6.
Nice.
So
Nice.
there was that. He said around the 42, 47 mark. So we're not going
Dang it.
there, but I wanted to read that back off for all y'all.
I need testosterone supplements now.
Yeah. Get big, get big, get big.
No, to grow my hair back.
Oh, that too.
Because if you're watching, you can see where my fade.
We
My
still
fade.
don't have YouTube because we were canceled there, and I
So
need
true.
to send an email again. And be like, please give us back the Until Next Week podcast YouTube.
Yeah, so like my fade, it's not growing back at all. And I got it 3 months ago, and my chest hair is not growing.
When in doubt, shave it all off and see what happens.
Well, people have told me like whenever I was bald for cancer, like they're like, you have like a good shaped head, and I was like, that's weird, but thanks. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, now we got the current Spotify Q&A responses from this past week. I'll read off really quick. We just asked, who are your top guilty pleasure music artists? And we got 4 responses out there. One of them, obviously from Jack. He put Britney Spears and Colby Calais. This might be the closest the Until Next Week podcast has come to anything less than a 5-star review because of Lindsay. Hashtag cancel Lindsay. Hashtag stay based. Hashtag long live Michael Fuller.
Long live Fuller. Communist Fuller.
Wow, Jack's coming in for the throat this week.
That's awesome.
Ali Hoopy put Shawn Mendes and the High School Musical soundtrack. High School Musical soundtrack slaps.
It's fire. One of my previous operations and I sang started something new together.
That's good.
One time.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I didn't fall in love.
Yeah, it was the end of something new.
It was great.
Angela Birdwell.
Yep.
She put Luke Grimes. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Is it country?
Luke
Rock?
Grimes, I'm pretty sure, is the guy on Yellowstone who plays Casey.
It does say American actor and musician.
Yep.
He was
And-
also in 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, he was.
I hope you didn't watch that.
I haven't.
Oh, that's good. And then Alvaro, who do you think he picked?
I think he picked.
We're gonna give you 5 guesses. I want to see if you can get there. You
Kelly
can ask
Clarkson.
questions. Ask questions on how to get there.
Is it pop?
No.
Country.
No.
Flip.
We'll give you 10 questions. We're to see if you can get what you're getting the mind
Rap
of Alvaro.
music.
Yes.
Okay, it's rap music. Christian rap.
No.
Okay. Old rap or new rap?
Both.
Both. White rapper?
Yes.
Oh, it was Eminem then.
There we go.
Yeah.
7. Alvaro, you're predictable.
No, I like Eminem. I listen to him when I'm
Eminem's
running.
solid. He dropped that new song recently that's I don't know what it's called, but it's solid. Whatever it is, it's solid. I don't know the titles of a lot of songs, but I do listen.
He's in my running playlist. So.
He's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And under it is song by him and his brother is like about their mom.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mom Spaghetti one, right?
no.
Yeah. Lose Yourself, I think it's called.
No, that one's a running song.
Mm-hmm.
And keep going while I bring up what that song was.
Okay, so yeah, we're done with those questions. We had the poll question last week, which was who would win in a debate? And I had Lindsey Reed or Michael Fuller.
Headlights by Eminem.
Okay.
It's all about his childhood and like seeing his mom drive off, and she was never there for them whenever they were younger, but then she leaves them when they were older too. It's crazy sad.
He does have some good sad stuff. Another song that's a little more hype, which I kind of get excited to listen to because I'm a big NF fan, is I think in his Kamikaze album, or maybe that's the Kamikaze song. I don't know. He had a song where he was literally calling out like all the rappers in the game, and a lot of them were like obvious, but then he did one that was a very subtle, we believe was a call out of a rapper.
Yeah.
And he said it was like an effing recovery clone of me. And people are like, NF clone of him, because people compare NF to him all the time.
NF doesn't cuss.
But they're very similar rapping styles. And they're both like white rappers. And they are compared a lot.
Dang it.
And I think I think he did do it this way where it's like a very subtle thing about him, but it wasn't so obvious because again, not as many people know NF, but when he said NF and recovery clone of me, NF, it was like everybody, especially NF fans, were like, oh my gosh, he's calling him out. And other people are like, are you sure? And we're like, we think it is, so we're gonna go with it. But yeah, who to win in a debate? Do you think is Lindsey Reed or Michael Fuller?
Michael Fuller for
83.3% of the vote, Michael Fuller.
Yeah, Lindsey. Tell better stories. Michael screams.
Oh man,
you wouldn't get a word in edgewise, Lindsey.
No, you would just be going off the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I think we actually hit everything. Oh no, sponsor of the week. Oops. Number 1, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Of Nazareth.
Yeah. He has his book called The Bible, bestseller.
His bestseller.
You can't get any signed copies, unfortunately.
Most stolen book in the world too.
Shout out. If it's stolen that much, people probably need it more.
Read it.
But we do have this verse of the week, and it is Proverbs 22:6.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what is that, Dane?
Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. That goes out to all of you parents and future parents and people who have influence in any kid's life ever. Because
us.
Yeah, us. Because we do K-Life. Literally my whole occupation is with kids, basically.
Chuck E. Cheese.
And it's like, man, they remember things. And it's like, think about yourself too. Think about like all the like things going back to like your childhood that you still do right now. The reason I'm drinking Diet Coke is because my mom drank Diet Coke growing up. And one of the few things she passed down to me was liking Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi, but hating regular Pepsi and regular Coke. And like, I still lick the end of the Q-tip and like just dab it on my tongue and then clean out my ears.
Do you lick it afterwards too?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Because my mom did that. And my sister, my brother, and my older brother all do that. And everybody else thinks we're crazy for doing it, but it's because we all had the same mom.
Yeah.
And it's like, so then that goes with training a child up in the ways of Christ so that they may not depart from it when they're older. If you raise them up in the way now and get them involved in church and stuff, like whenever life hits the fan, which it will to everybody, you can't protect kids from the things that are going to happen in their lives. But when it does hit the fan, they'll have this knowledge and this like, okay, my ultimate joy, my ultimate hope is not here on this earth. When I was 13 and I got diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And that's part of why I wanted to go into youth ministry, is because I want to be able to tell kids, hey, I've been there when something really scary happens and I didn't know where this is going, what's going on. All I want to do is just like push this aside and get back to being normal. And so it's like if I had something like that, maybe I would have been able to choose joy more. I would have been able to have just a better experience. I would have been able to have better decision making, especially as I walk through high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so
the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah, exactly. And well, maybe, but it's like, yeah, kids like will learn these things, and then they'll make more life-giving decisions from learning more about Christ. And that's why I do what I do.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I just had one quick note on that. It's funny that you're saying that people are really watching like what your parents are doing or whoever has influence, because I was literally listening to John Chris podcast earlier.
Yep.
And he had someone who's like, it's kind of funny that we're getting to this also, someone who's like on Dave Ramsey's team. He has like a different like podcast. I can't remember who it was. But I think he was talking about, it was either him or someone or John Christ or whatever. And they're talking about that, like literally like all these like behaviors are completely learned behaviors. They don't like you can't just tell a kid like, hey, stop doing whatever.
Yeah.
Because they literally will just do what they see their parents doing, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Whether it's being disrespectful, or I think they're giving an example of like putting the shopping carts away, like after you use them in the parking lot. Yeah. And it's like, you can't just tell them, they will do what they're seeing. And it's like going back to the whole train up your kids because they are very influential.
I heard one time that you're only born with two like real instincts, and it's the fear of falling and the fear of a loud sound. Mm-hmm. Like that's it. Everything else is pretty much learned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
True. Yeah. Cool.
Jake Trustin Art, number 2.
Cool art. And he also has a Patreon, which he was supposed to send me a link to. Still hasn't. I mean, I could probably find it really easy if I want to, but I'm saying on the podcast that you have to send me the link if you want me to sign up.
Come on, Jake.
So you can do that if you want. I think it's $5 a month. Support him. I think he has stuff on there. I don't really know. I haven't signed up yet. But he also has a YouTube. Makes great art. He sells art. If you want good art, go to him. Solid dude. Solid stuff.
Married.
Yeah, so you can't marry him. He is off the market.
Yeah.
And then someone else who has been going off is Caeleb Dressel. Who? Caeleb Dressel. Yes, last week it was Ledecky. Caeleb Dressel got some swims in this week, and he has now qualified for the Olympics again for the third time. And not only, what's crazy about him is the last time they had the Olympics, it was 2021.
Yep.
For the 2020 Olympics, which is crazy. So there's only 3 years between then and now. And sometimes people take like a hiatus from swimming. And he took like a 9-month hiatus. So he hasn't had a lot of time to get back into shape.
Right.
Yeah, not a lot of time. So he's been in this whole like redemption comeback type story thing. So he actually swam the 100 free, which is what he won a gold medal in last time. And you have to be top 2 in the USA Olympic trials to make it individually in the 100 free. But if you're top 4, you get to be on the relay.
Unbelievable.
Surprisingly, he got 3rd, which is disappointing, you would think, because he can't swim individually.
Right.
But he was just like smiling the whole time because he was like, he was in like a really bad spot with like swimming and like mentally and everything else. And he went through a lot, and he went through like that whole break from like everything. And then he became like a father. And now it's cool seeing that where like he did not make the event individually, but made the Olympic team still. And he was just like, he just looked happy. And they went over.
Perspective is everything.
Yeah. And they went over like right afterwards to like his son, who's like probably 6 months old, and his wife. And they were just like crying and just like, it was like, that's special.
Well, yeah.
That's awesome. But he did also swim the 50 free today, and he won that. So he is swimming the 50 free individually. Ooh. And then he's currently the number 1 seed in the 100 butterfly. The finals happen tomorrow, which when you're listening, it would have been 2 days ago, assuming you're listening on Monday. So he should make that. And then there'll be some other races as well. So he'll still likely swim 5+ races at the Olympics, which is exciting because that's coming up, and we'll have all your Olympics content here on the Until Next Week podcast. I heard that, what's his name? McAfee is a maybe. He might be on the pod.
Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
I was like,
I said that wrong, didn't I?
I was like, are you trying to say Christian McCaffrey or Pat
I
McAfee?
mixed them up.
Unbelievable.
That's why he's a maybe.
You're somewhere in between.
He did go to the Olympic trials though for swimming.
I can see that.
Yeah.
For swimming?
Yeah, he went there to watch.
Oh, to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty
I
cool.
was like-
because it's in Indy
Oh, okay.
and it's at the football stadium.
Lucas Oil, yeah.
Yeah, and they had like 22,000 people the other night watching. And I saw also they announced today that the Olympics again are in LA in 2028.
Yeah.
They're having at the Rams Stadium for swimming.
Dang it.
And it's going to fit, it's going to be the biggest arena ever for swimming. I think it will fit like 30,000 plus people, how
Shout
they'll
out
have
to
it set up.
America.
It's going to be awesome. I'm going to go.
We need to add better sports to the Olympics. Like, oh yeah, you guys.
What else would you add?
I don't know. Like real sports. Like let's play some
Stop.
American football.
Stop. American football. The other countries do not care.
Well, the World
at
Cup
all.
is lit.
Yeah, because that's something everyone plays.
Exactly.
There's very few countries that play American football.
Just put some pads on. Get
Yeah.
out there, kids.
Guys, we're world champs for
Oklahoma.
the Super Bowl. No one else in the world plays this.
Saudi Arabia, Oklahoma drills. Now.
They're slippery though. A lot of oil.
True.
But yeah, Caeleb Dressel, excited to see him swim in the Olympics. Excited to see everybody swim in the Olympics. I will not be swimming in the Olympics, but that is about it. But if you still are in the mood for pickleball and you need a pickleball paddle, go to Friday Pickleball and use this code Samuel14434 if you want a discount on pickleball paddles. You can get 2 for $98 for like their cool design paddles, or you can get a little higher class paddle like Dane and I have been using lately.
Yarp.
2 for $138. Both great deals. Both support me, I guess. I get
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. And then Dane still is doing his ministry support. He's trying to get up to 100% of fully funded, and he's
Yarp.
getting close,
Pretty
but he
close.
could still use your help. So if you do that, make sure to send him a message as well on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, because they have to track that. So that would be awesome. I know some of you have already supported him, so thank you for that. Also, we just want to keep growing the pod. One of the best ways to grow the pod is if you tell your friends or family that you enjoy this podcast, and then you force them to subscribe to the pod and listen, because if you enjoy it, they'll probably listen and enjoy it as well. And then don't forget to leave us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. Leave us voice memos if you want to be featured on the pod, like Jokes with Jack, similar idea, or just ask us whatever. Follow our Instagram and TikTok at Until Next Week Podcast, and keep Dane in your prayers. He got the port out, but he's still recovering, but he is doing pretty good.
No port equals more fun.
Yeah. That's not going to be the title of the episode.
That's my final thought, though.
Yeah. No port, more fun. So I think that's it. And that was our longest episode ever, and it's 12:51 a.m. So thank you again for listening to episode 78 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Bye.